Boom. Now you can hear me. How about that? How about that? Don't refresh the page. Don't refresh the page. Here. Boom. We have sound. You guys can hear me now, right? Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. One of these days I'm going to have a perfect show. But that's why I need a producer. And maybe one of these days you guys can be my producer. So the thing is, like, there's a checklist of a whole bunch of gadgets I got fucking going on here, you know. But wouldn't that be a dope prize, right? If you guys could sign up and 1 month you could actually win a actual like day in the studio with me, and you could take part in this. That would be an amazing prize. But yeah, no, we got this thing working. At first we were waiting. Jordan's about to come in. And yeah, I had to make sure I get it out on the social so everyone else can see that we're doing this. So we're here. We're back. Relationship goals. Round 2. Man, we had an interesting discussion last time. Dominated by the freaking He-Man Woman Haters Club. Me and my boy Jordan, who's about to be here shortly. And my friend Eddie, who's fairly new in his relationship. We had an interesting discussion. We pretty much bashed all the ladies, and we said, you guys suck. Just give us some freedom. It seemed that's all we wanted. And on the other side, it just seemed like all the ladies just wanted to hang out with us, and they were so mad. But since we are talking about love here after all, I thought I might dress up. Do I look good? Do I look good? Got my nice outfit on. You can't see it. There. Does this look all right? Yeah? No? Am I blocking it more? I don't know. Anyways, so just double check before we really get into this. Sound is good. Is it loud enough? Wow. Okay, cool. All right. Dope. Here we go. Relationship goals. Relationship goals. Not get yelled at ever for anything. Relationship goals. Wake up every morning to the smell of cooking bacon. Yeah. Yeah. Wake up every day to a perfectly clean house, not cranky babies, and I never had to do a fucking thing. Relationship goals. Go out with the boys. Go golfing. Go to the movies with my friends. And not get in trouble for it. Be able to miss a text message and a phone call and a FaceTime and an Insta message and a Snapchat message and a tweet. I can miss all those and not get yelled at. Wow, relationship goals. You guys want to meet my dog? Mickey, come here. Come here. Come here, dude. Over here, come on. Come here. This is my dog. This is Mickey. He came in. He wanted to be on the show. So he's on the show. Look at him. All right, go. I have two. They're both Yorkies. Neither one of them looks like an actual Yorkie. He's good. He's actually trained to box. I give him all his commands, and he knows how to box. It's amazing. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Relationship goals. How's about I'm on tour. I missed your call. I missed your text. I missed your tweet. I missed your Insta message. Missed all the DMs. I missed the FaceTime. I missed all of that. And I come back to my phone and everything's totally cool. You know, that could be an awesome relationship goal to have. What else? Let's see, relationship goals. Yeah. They should be dressed up at all times, but also look comfortable. Oh my gosh. When you go out, it should take you less time to get ready for the event than the actual amount of time you spend at the event. If you spend 2 to 3 hours at the event, it should take you less than 2 or 3 hours to get ready for that event. As a matter of fact, it should take 5 minutes to get ready for anything. 5 minutes. When I'm eating, don't ask for any of my food. You can't have a fry. Don't look at my fries. Don't smell them. Don't acknowledge them. They're not there. You can't have any. How's about when I want to start a fantasy football league and I don't have enough friends to fill out the entire 8-man minimum requirement to start a league? How's about when I invite you, you just do what I tell you and you don't beat me 2 years in a row to become the champion? Twice. 2-time champ. How's about you just let me win? How about this? I give you 6 minutes to get ready. I think we have a special guest now. I hear Jordan. He's here. If you guys will wait one moment, the door's locked, the wife's in the shower. Just go on hold. It's going to take me 1 minute, and that's it. I'm going to go to the begin shortly message. Here we go.
It's Shark Week, not fucking Murder Shark.
How about fuck you? You're wearing a dinosaur shark wing that it's being driven by a fucking box. There's literally a box with a face driving. Shark. It is handling
SpongeBob,
a dino shark's Pegasus.
Literally called a dino shark.
A Pegasaurus shark.
Isn't that badass?
And get rid of that beard.
What are you talking about?
Get rid of the fucking beard. They don't like the beard. It's horrible. We're already live, dude, and I'm scared. Dude, this is bad. Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to get settled in so I could I could turn on the camera. I'm gonna turn on the camera here in a second, but no, we don't move this. Everything's aligned for the Joker. You move your big ass over a fucking inch. There's a lot of mechanics involved in having this Joker.
Okay.
Come on, dude. You gotta look better. You gotta look better than that, dude. Seriously? That's the same bullshit shirt you wore on the birth of your children.
It is.
That's insane to me.
Yes.
That's horrible. That's horrible. You couldn't welcome them to this world looking nice, and then you're gonna complain about me with my vest?
You look like you killed a shark and fucking,
with my bare hands.
what's it called? A yambi?
Here we
A
go.
rambi?
Fuck you.
Look what the fuck he's wearing.
Yeah,
Ladies and
look what the
gentlemen,
fuck I'm wearing. I look good.
Barney the shark.
I look good. What do you mean? Look at this. Let me see. Yeah, okay.
I mean, you wore pants. Well, you didn't actually wear pants.
I'm not wearing any pants, just so you guys know. I'm sitting here in my whitey tighties. That's like literally do every show in my freaking whitey tighties. If I stand up, it's game over. So anyways, relationship goals. I've already listed some of mine. I'll reiterate some of them
I
to
already
you.
know yours.
Hey, I'm going to reiterate some of mine to you.
Okay.
I don't want to get yelled at ever for anything.
Ever?
Ever for anything.
You just want like baby steps, like a day.
I want
1 day out of the week.
anything I do, I want it to be met with complete understanding.
That's impossible, bro.
These are goals, though. These are goals, right? These are my goals. You get to have your goals. I can't have my goals.
No. Okay.
And I want to wake up to the smell of burning bacon every morning, cooking on the stove.
Okay.
If I leave and I happen to leave my phone somewhere, I don't want to get a billion calls, a billion DMs, a billion text messages, a billion FaceTimes, a billion Skypes, a billion tweets, and be scared. You know, I don't want to be scared. If that happens, it should only be because of an absolute emergency. And then no, me not answering my phone is not the emergency. It's something back home is having an emergency.
I think what you're looking for is a woman's outreach program, because you sound like a battered wife. These are the goals of someone who's in an abusive relationship.
These are my goals, Jordan. Lastly, I want. Let's turn you back on. First of all, your fucking mic is off. There you go. See, they helped me out. It's always something. It's always something. You're good. You're good. I'm glad they didn't hear that last part.
So they didn't hear anything the whole time? Or?
Yeah, they could probably hear you in the distance.
Okay.
Lastly, my final goal, aside from not beating me in my fucking fantasy league, lastly, if we are going to go anywhere, if there's some kind of outing, an event, it should not take you longer to get ready for the event than the amount of time at the event. And I give you 6 minutes to get ready every time. 6 minutes. That's shower, makeup, hair, dress, change the outfit, try a different one, change the outfit, try a different one, keep the outfit, change the shoes, change the shirt. Actually, now we're going to try a dress, change into the other shoes because they match the shirt that you were wearing before better, which you're going to switch back into, but now we got to change the pants. Whatever it is you got to do, 6 minutes. Those are my probably at the top list
6 minutes
of my ultimate goals in like relationships.
It takes you way longer than 6 minutes to get ready for shit.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It takes me 2 minutes.
No.
2 minutes.
No.
Everything. 2
Bro,
minutes.
I've helped you get to the airport many times.
Okay.
I'm ready. You know, you're never ready.
Well, that's
I
different.
take you to different things, dude. You're
No, there's a difference
6
between.
minutes is a short time.
Dude, there's a difference when I'm going to the airport and I want to eat and it's like I gotta pack a suitcase and things like that. Say
It
goodbyes.
could take me 6 minutes to put on my fucking shoes.
If you're going to your mom's house, who they saw you when you were born, they saw you shit. They cleaned your shit off of you. They don't care if you're wearing makeup. They don't care if your hair's
I
straightened.
guess it matters on the face.
But I want you to look nice, like when you put on your makeup and have your hair
boiling it
straightened.
down is your list really sounds what most of it sounds like. You're like in a very abusive relationship. So you want to stop being abused, and then you just want her to cook your bacon, breakfast, but bacon is has to be there, and you want her to be ready in a shorter amount of time.
And not get paranoid. Mostly.
And not get paid. So trust you.
Yeah.
Trust you a little bit.
Trust me. Give me some freedom, but trust me with that freedom.
I mean, you're asking a lot, man. I think the best you could hope
These
for
are
is by baking
mine.
stuff.
These are my goals. These are my goals. One can dream.
So how do you achieve these goals?
I got to work hard for them.
How do you work hard for them?
Well, I convince her.
Okay.
You got to give her the old fucking Rogerin, dude.
Okay.
If you give him a... No, and I'm not going to hit him. I'm saying, you know, you got to give her a good Rogerin. A
Rogerin?
Yeah, a good Rogerin. If you give her a good Rogerin, dude, she'd be usually down for anything, right?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think women have the moment of truth. They don't have that truth serum that we give ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like the minute a guy's done, he's completely honest. There's an honesty moment. I don't think they know about it.
Mm-mm.
But like I know about it because my thoughts change. Like immediately, like my thoughts are like, wow, it's 100% honest. These are honest thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
They're clear, clearance. So we have our own truth serum. We don't even need them. Our own truth serum comes up. And do you think they have something like that we can take advantage of?
No, absolutely not. Zero.
Really?
Doesn't exist.
Hmm.
No, I think here's what I'm really getting into, and I'll read a couple from the chat here in a second. But I always say this, right, when it comes to love and relationships and things. It's like whatever. If you ever ask for anything, you're fucking missing the point. You're being selfish. So me wanting all these things, I'm being fucking selfish. I want her to trust me. No, dude, fuck how she feels. I need to completely earn that trust, right? And if I do have those million missed calls, I gotta call her right then and there, you know, as soon as I get back to my phone, because obviously, you know, there's something that she wants to talk to me about, right? So I gotta earn that freedom and give her a reason to not be jealous, because that jealousy is created in it's not envy. It's not envy like you just want it. It's based in insecurity that you're gonna fall in love with something or someone more than her.
That's where my relationship goals is all based on that. Like, I just want my wife to not assume the worst off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Like immediately, the first thought is worst case scenario.
Yeah.
No, puppy, because that crazy scenario of outcomes. Why would we go there immediately? Like, why would you think that bad of me or the situation?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you just be like, oh, he probably just forgot to do that.
He didn't answer my call.
This little thing.
He didn't answer my call. I mean, you're like trying to get it out of your pocket. He didn't answer my call. That fucking cheating asshole.
He must have. So it must be in the hands of his other wife's and her family, and maybe your other wife's children are playing on your phone right now. Maybe that could be the scenario. Oh, or maybe it's over there.
Yeah.
Because
here's what's happened. I've spoken to many friends, and you know we joke a lot, but there's some seriousness in this too. You know, I speak with a lot of friends, and we all, like, when we get into these conversations, start to kind of go the same way, and that is that when they start to behave that way and they make you crazy, they actually push you away. And when they push you away, you're just fed up and you tend to just want to throw your hands up and say, well, you know what? Fuck it. If you think I'm doing this, I'm just going to do what you say I'm doing because I'm getting in trouble for it like I'm doing it anyway.
Right. Like if I keep saying that vest makes you look like Barney the Shark over and over and over, you probably might say, fuck it. I'm Barney the Shark.
I have no idea what that means, but I exude confidence, so I know that I look good.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, definitely. You're wearing a Sharkosaurus Pegasus driven by...
Alex Pardee. He did the Used album and a lot of bands.
Oh.
Anyways, but what I'm saying is, if your wife keeps calling you a cheater over and over and over, well, fuck it, I guess I'm... Right? Like, is that what you want? You want me to try to, so it's just, what that does though, ladies, is it kind of just instills those words out into the universe of things, and it just kind of makes us question things that don't even need to be brought up. It should never be part of a discussion. Like, obviously we don't we're not out doing bad things. We're just
yeah.
going to work, hanging out with
But
friends.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing though. It's like obviously I'm a musician. I'm out and about. I meet a lot of people. Sometimes you have relationships with friends, you know, and sometimes you can meet people like, okay, obviously if you're gay, that's cool, you know, but you know what I'm saying when I mean if I meet a girl and we have some kind of like, you know, we get along with some kind of connection, it's like then we should just like I should be allowed to hang out.
No.
Never.
No. You can only have friends with dicks. Straight up, like at work, there's nobody who's been sitting by me forever. Well, there was also one guy, he was really cool, and then he got fucking fired or something. But they just sat this girl next to me, and I haven't said a word. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna look this way from here on out. I'm gonna talk to this friend. I'm gonna look at the TV. This doesn't exist. This is nothing.
Hey, you know,
so you kind of have to.
We have to recognize your weakness as well. But let see, riddle me this then, Jordan. And it's so much of my relationship. She could just destroy me completely, right? She does her own podcast, but you know, she's an amazing wife, and she helps me grow and learn. But like, say, I make a friend doing like in this certain type of scenario, but then I meet this friend over here, and like for example. I'll give you a specific one. I became friends with some people in the wrestling industry, and for whatever reason, that was cool. Like, it's like, oh, no way, that's awesome, you know? But when I meet a friend over here, it's like, who's that bitch? You know, I follow someone on Instagram who's like, just like a acquaintance friend that you're just in circles with them. It's like for you, example, you at work, or me at the gym, or whatever, another like band's merch girl.
Yeah, because you know why? Those are attainable. Some wrestling person, she's not really worried.
I mean, I don't know.
No, that's the truth.
I don't know. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, we're in different industries.
You follow Jessica Alba, great.
Okay, that's different.
You follow this girl that you know, you've seen in real life, and you happen to go to the same place certain times. Big different story, right?
I suppose
some obtainabilities there.
In most cases, yes. My scenario's a little different, you know. But I like you can understand how like why certain things just don't add up to me. But I guess that makes sense.
That's what I would think. I don't know.
But you know, either way though, I feel like really we got to look at ourselves and say, this is why they're insecure. Give them reason to feel secure, you know?
Well, let's look at it like this. Let's take a step back. So obviously we're married.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out here who might not even be in a relationship.
Yeah.
What were some of your relationship goals before you were in even a relationship? Like, what did you want out of it?
I definitely just wanted to hang out. Obviously, I wanted to have sex with my wife. That sounded awesome. I was young though. I was a kid. I was like in high school and stuff. So you're just thinking about all that. Yeah, you're thinking like that was my mindset then. You know, if I were to start a relationship right at this moment, I'd be fucking lost. You know what I mean? So it's like I wouldn't even know what to do. So I've transformed over time. But in essence, it's the same. You just want a companion to do shit with, you know? And it's different than a friendship. Like for me, my goal, and like that's why I always reference Forrest Gump, is to have a stable foundation, to have that family. And that's why like I've never moved to LA, because to me LA is just, it's all work, it's all business, and everyone's relationship. Yes, friendships can develop, but they're because you can do something for me type relationships. And as soon as that popularity wanes, you know, so do the amount of phone calls. And so it's like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to have a foundation, and this is where my girl's family was, and I wanted to build a real family and just have someone who could have my back, someone I could just go to for everything, to hang out with, to have good times with, to help me get through bad times, to help me grow as a human being, and someone I could be that for, you know? So, those are the relationship goals were very similar then to now. So, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. What about you? I mean, your relationship is still relatively new.
Yeah, a couple of years now. Just like you're saying, it changes over time. I mean, I don't do anything now, but at one time I was like, I just want to go chill, go to get my music down for what I'm doing, and maybe doesn't drink too much, or different things like that. But then as I got older, from that it was just like someone I could start a family with and have a solid foundation, like you're saying, and so I think it definitely depends on different things. I think that I definitely achieved what I was looking for, and I think you did too. Yeah. And I think we kind of joke, but on the surface of stuff like, I don't know why girls want to constantly bitch about things. I think it's just fun. I think it kind of just keeps.
Who was it? I don't know if she's on here. I don't think it was Game Over Kayla. Maybe we could find her. But she just straight up was like, "Yep, we like to bitch."
Like, for instance, I love my wife, baby. If you watch this, I don't know. I'll just probably play another one where I'd say stuff. But like I didn't. We talked. I was like, we were gonna bring the kids, but I guess just wanted to go to her mom's or something. So she was kind of looking forward to that a little bit, but I was like, hey, we're not going to do that today. What another time? Okay. So now she's at the house, and we're good. I mean, the whole time we watched That's My Boy with Adam Sandler. She loved the shit out of that movie, and it's over, and I'm walking out the door, and I love you, child, love you. She's giving me that look, the look where, what? Nothing. Yeah. What? And so I got to play 20 question look. And why? Like nothing was wrong.
That's when I just leave, though. It was already
established. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then literally like, okay, see ya. We agreed on all this stuff. And then you want to still have the pouty face.
No, if I say, what's wrong? And they say nothing, I leave right then. I'm like, oh, cool. See you right after.
You got balls. I don't have those.
No, it's just that you get broken down and you've gotta go. You gotta go because it's not gonna go good, but you're gonna do it anyway.
Like I have a high voice, but it should be much higher because I do not have any testicles.
Like you were gonna come anyway, right?
I mean, yeah.
It's okay. So why deal with an argument? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to not be selfish and stuff. So I mean, some of the people on the chat, like you're saying, responding to what I was saying about having friends of like the opposite sex and stuff, and there's some weirdness to it.
Well, let's see. How about somebody write in what are some of their relationship goals or something? Then?
Let me see. What are your guys' relationship goals? Just before we take a caller here, I know what's his name? Game Over. What is his fucking name? Game Over Pete or fucking Charles?
I just know
Zelda guy. Why can't Jesse? Sorry,
man. He's like
a
weird nerd. He likes Zelda, but not
other nerd shit. Yeah, he's a nerd specifically on one thing. Most people are, but wow, Game Over Jesse. Sorry, thank you. Game Over Kayla. I think you guys are in a relationship, right? When a woman says nothing, that translates to nothing is something, and be prepared to run. So I do. You see, this is coming from Brianna.
What did she say? One more time.
When a woman says nothing, that translates to nothing is something, and be prepared to run. Basically, when you say what's wrong, nothing, that means something's wrong.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't mean something's wrong. It means like something's wrong. Figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like
So write down some of your guys' relationship goals.
Incriminate myself. How about you just fucking tell me? So you don't hear about all the other shit that I know I did wrong.
Exactly. We're gonna go to Jesse now. Hopefully.
When your mom asks you, I know what you did. You're like, oh shit.
Let me turn off
shut the fuck up, right? Because you're gonna say something to your mom that she didn't know about. You're gonna be in trouble. Double trouble.
Oh, we got the two of them. Holy shit.
There we go.
I want you guys to open up here in front of the world, dude. Because that's what we're doing.
Are they on the Joker?
Oh, I'll open up.
Hold on, here we go. Let's see if I can figure this out to get you guys into the Joker. I only got one of you. Turn your phone right side up. Let's squeeze in.
Well, we got the webcam here.
Oh, you got the webcam? Then scoot over slightly a little.
Oh, that's
more.
just
Morph into one person.
Right there. Boom.
Like,
Why do you stop?
Yeah, look,
I'm sorry.
I can
taking over everything.
I can extend you guys beyond the Joker. This is the magic.
Awesome.
So let me oh shit! I gotta like redo the fucking. How do I do it?
I'm sorry. I have to always make everything difficult.
No. Well, I mean that's the point of this whole entire conversation we're having.
Yeah, so us girls like to make things difficult for you guys.
And maybe it's just us. Maybe we're just.
Well, it's Eddie said.
So
Eddie
much.
said something, and hopefully you're seeing the stream too. You could see it come out slowly. So there we go. We got them both there. All right. There we go. Cool. You fit. All right. So here's the thing: is that Eddie said something amazing last week. He goes, "Dude, guys are just stupid. They're just dumb. They're like, I want to go to the movies. Dude, go to the movies. I want to golf." It's like that's what we're thinking. Like I saw a meme today, and it was this girl like laying in bed with her man, and he's kind of like looking like he's about to fall asleep or whatever. And the girl's quote says, "I wonder who the fuck he's thinking about right now." Yeah. And then the guy's quote, it says, "I wonder if John Jones will beat Daniel Cormier." It's like, and that's how we think, right? So in your guys' experience, what are your guys' relationship goals? Since you're together, what do you guys foresee each other? How long have you been together anyway?
5 years.
Yeah, it's been on and off for like 5 years.
Yeah.
On and off. Why on and
We
off?
had the baby together and everything, so.
You got the baby mama drama. You got to stay together for the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, but on and off. Why off though?
We were together for about 3 years, and then some troubles. Was
Yeah,
the
a
best
lot
way
of
to put it.
troubles.
And then that led to our daughter, and then it's been kind of rocky since then. So
I'm crazy. We'll put it that way. Like, I'm a woman, and we all have our issues.
Wait, so let me.
Why is that? I just really want to know. I'm so curious about this subject. What is the underlining reason? Sorry. Been searching for this long time on websites.
Well, hold on. Can you guys hear us?
yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on real quick. Cause like I gotta know a couple things though. The craziness, as you guys call it, is that. Give me a time frame on that. Was that right around, let's say, the pregnancy?
No, it's before that. I'm I would say that I'm the crazy one. Jesse is my better half. And like I said, I'm the one the other day that said that we like to bitch just to bitch, and that is how it goes. If I wake up like I'm looking for something to bitch about, and if I can't find something to bitch about, then I bitch about that.
Wow.
He knocked my headphones out.
Wow. So
Yeah.
see that then that kind of lets you know that, hey, you know what, maybe I should ease up on him a little bit. And oh wow, what a jerk, dude.
You know what I'm thinking?
I'm on your side, dude. I'm on your side.
I'm thinking
But
maybe
see,
it's
that's
a
the
physical
thing. I'm
thing.
on the guy's side. Like, I feel sorry for you guys having to deal with us, because like we're just like, we have that time of the month. We have like, just, we think with our hearts, and our brains, and you guys got other things to think about, and it's like we're crazy. We are literally crazy. Guys are nuts, but we're psycho.
Is that I don't know. We think differently. I mean, but the thing is, like, let's just say, just to be politically correct, because obviously there's relationships of every type, right? But then, like, even in my band relationship, where I have to work as a unit with 3 other guys, and then I have a manager to contend with and a crew to deal with and all that stuff. Everyone is crazy, and when you're dealing with artists, dude, they're fucked in the
Yeah.
head. I'll be the first to tell you, in my relationship, I am fucked in the
The
head.
better they are, the more
Absolutely.
fucking crazy.
Absolutely. And for me, my wife might be the one throwing the tantrums, doing the screaming, but I'm the one like being fucking weird and giving her something to bitch about.
You know what? She was giving me a theory in my head just now. Maybe it's like guys have like a need to kind of conquest. You know, we have to go out and find our and spread our seed and kind of build our sandcastle upon the beach of life and stuff. Maybe women have like a need to want to like tear it down. No,
That's what we want to
make
do. We
it
want
better.
to tear you down and build you up.
Take something from us guys and like, oh, I can make that better. Oh, that's a great sandcastle, but let's just destroy the whole thing and try this other thing. Oh, that didn't work. My bad.
And you know what's amazing is because obviously I have to spend time with being around a lot of people all the time. I stay like I doing the album. I was with TJ and his girl, and then like with Thrasher and his girl, and everyone has like their own little dynamic. But when problems arise, it's always the same shit: communication. And it's like when you guys were going through your issues, like I think the first thing that you need to look at when you're in a relationship is you got to look at yourself and say, what is troubling them and why and how can I help? If your attitude is that, I think you can get through things.
If
because
both of you have that. See, I think somebody told me when we first got married is if you both look at every problem and every argument and just assume the best in your companion first, say, well, let's assume the best thing, then you should be okay to communicate. I get to assume the worst, so I'm already on half of me. I try to assume the best for her, but...
Well, here's the thing, but you have to... The reason why she assumes the worst of you is because she wants the best of you, and she's like, loves you, and she wants to hold on to you. And that's her own delusion that might be doing that, but she wants to hold on to you, and that's coming from a place of love. If you start with that, understanding it's coming from a place of love, and this translates out of, partnership like this, but even my band, when this guy's telling me, I think that song sucks, and I love this song, we should use this song, and that hurts my feelings when someone says my song sucks. But I got to take a step back and go, look, we both have the same goal. That is to make amazing music that everyone's going to like. That's coming from a place where he's passionate about what he enjoys. Now let's come to terms and say, hey, understand that I'm passionate about what the fuck I like, so give me a break too. And the same with touring schedules and everything. We always think about that stuff. So with you guys, Kayla, if you understand you're being a little irrational, what can you do to change that?
Well, see, with me, you had the Chester Bennington about the depression and the anxiety, and I have had, there's different levels.
Absolutely.
And I have manic depression and severe anxiety. And anxiety, panic attacks, all that good stuff. So it's like, it's hard to cope. Like, I don't know, when I'm acting irrational, it's hard to, act normal.
And I understand too. I understand, dude. And it's like, for me, it still flares up, And so, yeah, when I'm on the road or whatever, like I'm instantly just like I'm out of my comfort zone. So I like wanna I wanna bury that in some way. Like sometimes it's like, dude, just drink, dude. You're being too hard on yourself. And the fucking devil pops up and the angel is my wife saying, hey fucker, we got a family and you got two beautiful kids and everything's good here. It's great. You're happy, you're good. And then the fucking devil whispers in my ear, and it's just like, yeah, but and then like it starts to go louder and louder and louder. And why? Because I'm listening to him. I'm actually giving in, and I'm giving him a chance. It's like, all right, one beer. Well, then now I'm having a conversation with the devil. It's like, one shot. All right, now we're actually bonding. and then by the time I'm actually drunk, me and the devil are best friends, and I'm capable of doing all kinds of sins. And that's when it drives my wife absolutely fucking bonkers. So I'm giving her a reason to be fucking crazy, and I'm being selfish, you know, when I could just look at my anxiety and say, fucking grow up and deal with it, you know, and focus. So with you, you might be a similar situation, I don't know, but you know, who knows?
Well, it just sucks because I'm 28, and it's like I've dealt with this like all my life. So it's like, is it ever going to end? You know, that's the problem.
Oh, dude, and it drives you batshit. It's like your skin crawls. Like, you don't even feel comfortable in your own fucking skin sometimes.
Exactly. And it's like, I hate even looking at myself in the mirror. I'm just like, there's nothing you can do about it. And, you know, I'm sick of being like put on all these medications, and then they don't even help.
Yeah. And
you need it out. You need to get it out of you somehow. So you need an outlet of some sort. You know, do you play
video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
but
here,
like that.
And it's crazy to translate into that sort of thing, because every situation is unique. You know, they all start to develop patterns when relationships is what I'm talking about, and anxiety and depression is the same way. It's all unique, but it all develops a certain types of patterns. And one pattern is like, okay, you love video games, it's your escape. For me, I used to love boxing, and that was my escape. But then I became dependent on it, and that became like, dude, just stop. And like even 2 years ago, it started becoming alcohol. I'm like, nope, this is gonna only end bad. So it's
That's
hard.
been my problem with alcohol, and that I'm not gonna lie, like alcohol has been my like go-to for about 2 months now.
Yeah, see, and that can be a dangerous thing. So if you recognize that, you have to, like, dude, some people are not fucking rational, okay? Some people are just wired to go full retard on everything. This guy's the same way. It's not like, it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna have one, it's cool, or I'm gonna watch one football game today, or I'll watch one episode of Game of Thrones. No, it's obsessed the fuck with it.
I don't drink. I can't drink.
See, and
I can't smoke. I can't. I mean, I have religious hang-ups as well, but I just, as a person, I can't. I'm Frank the Tank.
It's just rough being, especially the anxiety and panic, like the depression. Like I've learned to cope with that since I was 14, but other than that, like the whole anxiety, panic attack disorder, that's where it gets me. Like, what do you do when you're going to the panic attack and everyone's like, stop thinking about it? How can you just stop thinking about it? That makes no sense to me.
Well, it's the most rational way to think, but you can't stop thinking about thinking, which is crazy. Right. I made the box a little bigger for you, Jesse. Hopefully you fit in there. But you know, I get with the same thing, and that's why it takes a really strong partner to cope with someone like that. Everyone has their fucking quirks, dude. That's just how it works. Some people have bad pasts, and they can't find a relationship because no one's going to give them a fucking chance. You know what I mean? So, you know, you have to figure it out, and you got to be strong with one another. He has to be sympathetic to your needs. But I think the first step that really helped me, and, you know, and I don't want to get too preachy too often on this show because that's, you know, I wanted to keep mostly entertaining. But yeah, with me, it was my faith in God that helped teach me. Like when I thought of Jesus, I'm like, dude, that dude dies on a cross, gets nothing out of it. Okay. And then that's like he wasn't stoked to do that ever. It was not like, this looks like fun, hell yeah. No, it was just like he had a goal and he did it for everyone else besides himself. And that was kind of like what made me look at it and go like, okay, you could keep thinking about your anxiety or just fucking work and do shit and contribute to your band, to your family, to your friendship, to your own body to make it better. You know, there's always something to focus your energy on instead of sitting and focusing on how it is that you're focusing. You know what I mean? Because that's the problem with anxiety. You're thinking about thinking all the time, right? It's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
It's gnarly. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get to the next ones, dude, because Uali's fucking... we roasted her on the last show, so I think we got to give her a chance. But thanks again. Hopefully you got some out, and you guys will be good. Just think about each other's needs. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you, Robert. This made my night. You have a great night.
You guys are awesome.
See ya.
Later. Yeah. Yeah, man, and I think that's true though, dude. Like I think when anything, it's about being selfless, and dude, no one knows that struggle more than me about being selfless.
And you gotta. I think when we talk about relationship goals, and most people that are married, happily married, will say I found the perfect partner. But I feel like for me, straight up, there's nobody that could put up with fucking twerks and quirks I got. And all the shit behind me. And the same thing, my wife. I'm like a very patient, passive, thick-skinned person.
Yeah.
And what I put up is crazy. And the communication thing, like when we first started dating, just, my wife's Colombian. Well, maybe we can Skype or something, but you'll have to hear.
Google.
We use Google Translate as like our relationship counselor. And it just turned into something, just as a friends thing. But, even though we have bad communication, we've learned how to have good communication, and even people who speak the same language have bad communication sometimes. And I think it is key. But I think what's cool though is we did get our relationship goals met, of like someone who gets me, partner to kind of trust and have her back, and all that. So same with them. They seem like a really perfect couple,
Yeah.
He's had to deal with some of the things she's going through, and I'm sure he's had his own hang-ups and everything. So I think in relationship goals, I think we all talk about, you'll see it hashtagged all over relationship goals, because a girl can golf really good or play a sport like you, or a guy
they're lifting together.
It's like they're lifting together, or they share the same interest, or guys that can cook or do something that girls like. But I think that stuff is great. It's fun. But I think what it comes down to, when we really think about it, you want someone to accept who you are.
Yeah.
Accept you for you.
Yeah.
Which is a big, tall glass of...
and the point I always try to make, as every time we do a show, you'll hear the same shit over and over. It's like the goal is always to be selfless, right? It's to not worry about your feelings, but put someone else's needs ahead of your own, right? But if we're to ask what would be your goal, then you want someone to get you and give you a chance, But like no matter what, like say your girl says, "Hey dude, it's cool, go golf, go to a strip club. You need some ones? Here you go."
No.
You know what? You know that hot girl that just sat next to you today? Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. You want to fuck her? It's cool. It's cool. Let's keep it fresh. Like, that just seems like it'd be fun, right? But no, dude. Then you're like, holy shit! Like I'm not putting you first, and then that'll eat you alive. And then you'll actually when that happens, we talked about the last time. That becomes indifference. Then that means it's like they don't care about you.
Right.
And then that's like, why do you want someone who doesn't give a fuck what you're doing?
Because we don't want our girls to be so jealous and hung up about stupid things. But it is nice to know that someone gives a shit. At the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna get Yoeli on, dude. You know what's up, dude. She's our fucking. She's our usual fucking. She's here. Can we get you on the video this week, or you still fucking figuring it out? Can you even hear us? She answered. Oh, there you are. I'm gonna have to readjust this thing again. There it is.
Fits. Oh. That works.
I gotta readjust this. Yoeli, can you hear us though? Oh no! What the fuck just happened to all my shit? Come back here. Yoeli, we can't even hear you, dog. Uh-oh. This is bad. All right. Well, call us back when you're ready. You can call back in. That sucks, dude. The hell sucks. See, I'm just readjusting. You see how this thing works? It's magical, dude. We're gonna fit it right in that fucking Joker frame. It's pretty gnarly, actually. That's so sick, right? But yeah, man, it's interesting, dude. Like when you start to analyze yourself and your relationship, it's like pretty fucking selfish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like that should be the goal, is to not be selfish. So who else do we got on here? Let's read some of these. I think the only way men can understand women and women can understand men is if someone invents a relationship translation book. Damn.
They did. It's called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus.
Wow. Which basically said they
You know what's something crazy, and I know the whole tweets and all this stuff, but I read a scientific study that there is a 2% difference. 2%. Just I guess in the body spectrum is fucking ginormous between men and women. 2%. They said that in comparison, a guy from an Asian from from wherever is a closer resemblance than someone in his exact race and location of a woman. Is a 2% difference. He's closer in relation to like a guy in Africa. Like completely different things. Like guys are very different from women. Like a very 2% difference.
Yeah, we need each other. I think
it is a chemical thing. It's not just.
Well, I find that no matter what, dude, there's like in band business relationship, I tend to be a little bit more of I would say the nurturer of the group. Maybe not so much anymore because everyone's kind of leveled out, but before I was the glue. I thought that our art was our baby and we needed to create a stable environment for it. And so I was always trying to keep things together and keep this guy from fucking killing this guy and then trying to help everyone stay on the same page, and so that goes obviously into the same type of relationship. I guess I was the motherly role of the band. And so you got to have someone who looks out for that. But I don't know. It's like maybe we're wired weird, men are, dude, to like you said, go out and conquer and achieve. And like I said before, I love Joe Rogan, and he had a guy on there, and they talked a lot about that and how a guy just wants to go out and conquer things and want to go fucking hunt. You know what I mean? And most fucking males in the animal kingdom aren't monogamous, Not all of them, There are some that are partners for life, but most tend to be, not monogamous. So it's kind of crazy. Where do we fit? And then we have like our brain can just like function and think of so much different shit. Like, well, maybe this girl's cooler. Maybe she's the one. It's like, that's so weird, right? Like, why do we do that if everything's good? And then as soon as something bad happens, then all of a sudden you fucking want out. It's weird, dude. It's weird. So let me see. What Brianna said, anxiety sometimes doesn't help women's paranoia when it comes to relationships, and that's why we always ask questions and freak out sometimes.
But sometimes it could be like today, like I got some stupid news at my job today, and I came home and I took it out on my family a little bit. I mean, I didn't like take it out on them and beat them up, but I mean, like, I bitched and was a little grouchy, and and I feel like I think if you're comfortable around your people, you're gonna do that. So I don't think it's all just men and women. I think each person is gonna need to vent. Where else are you gonna vent to? Your strangers on the bus? Or are you gonna like
your barkeep, your Uber driver?
And you're a homeless person screaming out how bad your day is. You need a place to go.
You remember New Girl where I mean, we just did a call. It was working. Do you not hear us? Because I've answered you. So I don't know why we can't hear you. I got you turned up like a motherfucker. Let me try some stuff here and see if I can do a couple things to get it working. What about now? You see me? You should be able to see me now. But I'm going to turn it off. But yeah, I want to hear what she has to say because she was saying some crazy stuff before. She was like, dude, she was talking crazy. She went from everything from, well, girls want a guy to watch soap operas with. And girls want sex. Girls don't want sex, dude. They want it more than we do.
They do.
Because we want it.
I gotta say, I don't ask for it.
I don't either.
I say yes.
Let me see. Now, Just Jess says, Women just want to see that their man cares about her or about their life by being able to understand what's wrong or silly things like taking out the trash, communication, being honest. Again, she's saying women are selfish. Right? All right, Yoeli, I'm going to give you one last try. Take your headphones out. It might be your headphones. And that might do it because I don't understand why it wouldn't work. We just had Jesse on here and it was working just fine, dude. Power bottom. Oh man.
Who said that?
I think I know who this Jess is. Oh man. I think I know who it is.
Who's Jess?
I'm pretty sure that's the wife. Power bottom. Power bottom. Alright. Yoeli, there you go.
Hey, I hear you.
Maybe you need to call us in, dude. Yeah, Jessica's pretty interested in what we're doing with this show because, dude, she puts up with a lot of my shit, dude. So she's kind of like, she got a lot to say. She's like, what the fuck are you going to tell him about relationships? I'm like,
that's what she should be on.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, well, fuck. I've been in one for a long time. We've had some ups, we've had some downs, and we always make comebacks, And I learned she's very patient with me. So, Yoeli, let's go straight up. What is or what are your relationship goals? Go ahead. You said a lot of shit on the last one, some funny ones, some good ones. Go ahead. Just start naming some.
Well, I guess it's just someone who can be supportive of you. And for me, I like a man that's going to take care of me, but at the same time, let me be independent. And I know it's a lot of oxymorons, but just a man who's going to show me that I'm his main priority.
Wow. That's crazy. I said I wanted golf and bacon, and you're like all this weird, profound shit.
When it comes to little stuff, I guess just like being able to share music with him. Music is a huge thing for me, so being able to have him be interested in the bands that I'm interested in, and the music that I'm interested in, and making the music that I'm interested in.
Yeah, well, you do gotta have common interests and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you're saying and what most people will say, and one of these days we're gonna have a freaking show where we all figure out the meaning of life, and that's what I'm hoping for one day. I swear, me and my brother-in-law, like, we get close every time we hang out. We're like, dude, but you gotta understand, dude, this means this and blah blah blah. Anyways, I think what you're saying though is overall you want someone you could hang out with. Cool. That's the easy part. But what do you mean with that other stuff? What do you mean? Please, I don't understand. Be specific.
Well, I guess
women give us all this cryptic shit, don't they?
When it comes to being taken care of, I do have a full-time job, and I've always worked, and I think I will always work in some way or another. But I also want to be able to be with someone that I know that I don't have to work, and that they will just do whatever they can to provide for the family, but that will allow me to work if I want to.
Wow. So you want the fucking 1950s, dude? And I get that though. But why
Women
is that?
Women should want that. They should. It's a harder time now. It just is. But still, you can do it. I do it.
I think like, obviously a lot of things have changed over the years, and I think a lot of people feel guilty for wanting that type of lifestyle, and I don't like that, dude. There's a beauty in simplicity. I think that some people, like, yes, if a woman wants to achieve dreams, like, I don't know, be a fucking famous actress or do some crazy type thing that's like, in the past only men could achieve, right? If that's fucking great too. But what's wrong with fucking wanting a nice home life like what you're describing, where you could chill, you got a son, right? Take care of your fucking son and kick it, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, you also, if I want that out of my husband, then I also have to be able to give him what he wants. For example, he wants someone that's gonna be supportive of his career, that's gonna be there for him, and I have to make sure that I provide on what he wants as well, because then that way we will both be happy.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, my wife and I, we struggle with it because my job's weird, so you don't know when I'm actually working. It's like I work 24/7, but yet I also never work at all ever. So it's like this weird thing, right? Like for example, doing this podcast maybe it has nothing to do with the band, but maybe it creates me as a character where people get to see a different side of me, and people develop my own fan base based on this, and this could create all kinds of opportunities. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I could develop other types of relationships with artists, and then we become friends, and then it gives me a tour, and then it could just, there's so many things. In 1 minute, boom, I pick up a guitar and I'm writing a song, and then who knows what that song could turn into. So my job's not just this simple linear process. So we struggle with that. And then at the same time, she's at home, so I'm kind of like, well, what are you doing? You just hanging out with the babies? Well, she's watching the babies, So it gets complicated with that, right?
And then what you said about being selfless, it's really important too, but I've actually kind of struggled with that in the past a little bit. I guess I kind of feel like, for example, if you're in a relationship and you had some kind of issue, some kind of problem, I feel like I should kind of be taken care of first before I'm selfless towards that person. I just don't. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, I don't really get what the fuck you're saying. But I mean, like, yeah, sometimes you want them to be selfless, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, let's change it up here though. I mentioned some silly shit in the beginning, like the makeup, getting ready, shit like that. Jordan laughed when I mentioned I want to be able to golf. From a woman's perspective, what do you want out of your man on those silly things like that?
Silly things like that.
Putting you on the
I
spot.
guess. So one of the biggest things when it comes to getting ready is, of course, as a woman, you do take longer. Makeup does take longer, and it may be something just small, like, for example, he says he's ready, and I'm getting ready for like half an hour, and then when I'm ready, he still has to put his shoes on, and he still got to put his shirt on, and the entire time he's just been sitting there watching TV.
Because I just need you to start walking out the door, and I put pants on. Like, that takes me a second. Literally.
Dude, before I move, you should be in the car,
For
right?
sure. Every morning, like, when we get ready for church, well, she's already got everything. I'm still in my underwear. I'm just chilling, watching, whatever. And she's like, Papi, necesito vamos. And she's ready, and that means that I can get ready. Because why am I going to sit around for an hour?
Sweating up your clean, nice clothes. You're going out clothes.
Just they're right by me. Like, I'm good
Okay.
to go.
So you're wrong. So how about this then? If you're gonna get mad because I'm not ready, and I just had an hour to get ready while you were getting ready, but I'm not ready, just because we're 30 seconds late, it's not my fault. Because we took an extra hour waiting for your ass to get ready. Shut that one down. Next.
Well, it is kind of just like a small little pet peeve, but I guess, like, if you're gonna be rushing me, then you better be ready by the time I'm ready too. Like, especially if I'm like, you see me getting dressed, and I'm telling you, okay, I'm gonna be ready in like 2 minutes.
Nope.
That means put your shoes on and put
We
your shirt
debunked
on.
that one.
Be ready in 2
We
minutes.
already debunked that one. Next.
It's just.
All right, I'll be ready
happy.
next time. And I'll just sit in my nice clothes, get them all sweaty. What else? What else you got? That's it? That's all you're going to come with?
No, well, just like.
He needs the part and get out of here. That's it. We putting her
I
on
can
the
I can
spot.
barely hear you.
Oh well, sorry. All right, dude. Well, anyways, listen, Yoeli, if you want to hang out, We're going to go to the Patreon only feed. I should have been telling them a while ago. We're going to do some overtime there. We're going to do something different. But we're going to end this here pretty soon. So just hang out. We can get you back on in a minute.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
peace. Yeah, dude. So finish up some of these this thing. Oh, see. Oh man, see, the wife's even taking her side. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is where Jess flips out on me. She's like, "Hurry the fuck up! We're late. We're late." It's
Hurry
like,
the fuck up.
well, I'm not. They're not late because of me. We're late because of
What's
you.
wrong with silly things like take out trash? Which, by the way, I see your entire trash can is thrown outside. So there's some sort of misunderstanding, I'm guessing earlier.
Okay.
Communication being
All right, guys. So, yeah, well, that was fun though. That was like we had some nice, some serious
You want
moments.
to Skype my wife
Oh wow.
and see what she says?
Yeah, get her on here. What's the Skype name? Text her, let her know, so you guys can meet Jordan's wife. So just to hear from the other side. I'm an artist, so dude, I get a lot of write-offs.
24/7. I could be working like all day. Yeah.
I literally work 24/7. Sometimes I wake up at 4 in the morning and write a song. How do you feel about that?
I do too.
Okay, yeah, but mine puts a roof over my head. What are we doing?
Oh,
here?
what am I doing? I
You-
can't.
You're typing
if
what
I'm,
you're
dude,
saying.
I'm Ron Burgundy. If I,
I do
read
that
it, I
too.
say it.
Tell me what to say. All right, guys. Well,
Hang on,
actually,
I'll get
we'll
her.
make that a treat for the Patreon people. So we're gonna go to the Patreon only feed. We're gonna do some more over there, some overtime, and we'll even do some fan mail stuff if you want to get on there. You could ask me anything. We talk about music. You could do anything you want. There's gonna be no rules there. So Cody, we'll see you there. Get on that group chat or
Patreon
on the comments and stuff, and
5 minutes.
you could ask me whatever you want. That's the point of overtime. We could stay more on this discussion a little bit if you want. If you wanted to say something, if not, it's cool. We could talk about Escape to Fate because obviously you guys could see some stuff's starting to build up and we're getting ready. So we'll see you guys on the Patreon only feed. So head over to Patreon. I'll post the link shortly. You got to give it like 2 or 3 minutes for this thing to finish. But this has been Relationship Goals Round 2 episode of HeyROB. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace, suckers. Shit, how do I end it? All right, there it goes. I figured it out. Peace, guys.